Hello. Uh, Tonight, I just wanted to share something I read on the Bible. This is somehow related to my previous video regarding how to ask for a salary increase. Well, not really 100% related, but in a bit, it's also part of that journey or of that process. Let me just put down, or let me just get my notes. So, one of the things that I've incorporated into my routine is reading the Bible. I've been doing this, I don't know, maybe I'm really early into it. I am maybe 2 weeks in. I'm reading the book of John and not just reading it, I'm making it like an actual study. So I do have some notes. I've been learning a lot. I've been having fun with it. And this was one verse that I thought was really clever. Let me just find it. Here. It's John 15:15. It says, I do not call you servants any longer because servants do not know what their master is doing. So it just made me remember. There have been a lot of times where I would hear some of my friends or some of my colleagues say, my boss doesn't do anything. He just sits around on his computer on typing away, not really doing anything. Or they would say, I just always see my boss arriving very late and going home very early. I don't think he's doing anything. And I've always told them this is not the case. It's just that you do not understand yet what your boss is doing. Uh, I don't think any boss, regardless of how we think or how we assume how incompetent they have something in them that brought them to that position. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule wherein they know someone or they have been placed there they have been placed there unfairly. But I would assume like 70 to 80% of the time or even higher, they got to their position because of something that they have. I'm not in any way saying you're a slave or they are your master. I think this verse talks about someone who has a higher ranking than you, and with work, it just means they are. It doesn't mean there are persons of more importance than you in terms of humanitarian values or as a person. It just means in terms of economical value, they are on a higher tier. So I just wanted to share what I think about this verse. I think it's a very clever verse because I really believe unless you can articulate very clearly what your boss does or you understand in complete detail what your boss or someone on a higher position than you does 100%, then you are in no way or you have no right to tell or to say that they are not doing anything or you just see them like I mentioned typing on a computer or coming in late, going home early, etc. Or you just see them walking around, just looking at someone telling them what to do. So when you come to a point wherein you can say that, yes, I understand 100% what they are doing, and I think that's the only time you can honestly believe that you should be in that position. But the irony of it is, if you really are in that position wherein you can do that role, you can understand everything about it, most often than not, you are already in that position. You have already reached that. Uh, I, I don't, I'm not 100% sure if I made my point across, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that uh, first, understand yourself. If you cannot 100% articulate even your role, if you cannot put it into words and describe exactly what you are doing, then you are not yet in the position to even uh, be critical of your boss because 90% of the time they are doing something that you do not understand. That is why they are on that role. So again, a little bit related to my old video. I'll put it here in the video. I'll also put it in the description. If you want to be on a higher position or on a higher role in your work, make sure you understand 100% what you are doing so that you will know how to improve and try to understand what the people above you are doing and be on that level. Because as I mentioned in my other video, if you act if you are as productive, and if you are as valuable as the ones above you, then sooner or later you'll be in the same level as them. So, yep, that's it. Again, John 15:15. If you want to look it up. I've been reading up on the Bible and I'm learning a lot. You don't really have to be a religious person to read the Bible. One of my who I consider like my online mentor is Jim Ron, and he made a good point that the Bible has a lot of lessons that is basically split into two, which are the things you should avoid and the things you should do. And there's a lot of things to be learned in the Bible in terms of life, relationship, business, health, and almost every facet of human life. Yep, that's it. That's my post for today. Good day. Bye bye.